Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, just want to let you guys know that I will be back in full force this coming week, though I am traveling across this country, seeing about family and taking care of some other business, setting up another studio. I just want to talk about what's going on in the markets today. I know you guys are watching football, and I just want you guys to be aware of a few things. We know that the president has bought some shares of Netflix, and the whole big media deal. And when a president buys some shares of a major company, that's something you need to look at. Now, in the past, I said I wasn't big on stock that made it surge during COVID, like Peloton, those type of deals. And now, but I also said that I would look for this for a swing trade and not a long-term trade, a long-term hold. I know some of you guys are getting into Netflix for a long-term hold, and that's fine. I'm looking at it as a swing trade, so I'm gonna be looking at just purchasing some. And if there's any bad news, say Monday, like for instance, the president is threatening tariffs, even more tariffs on certain countries that don't support America taking over Greenland, right? Stuff like that could weigh negative on the stock market. It could. I don't know if it will. Tomorrow, Monday, will be a holiday, observance of Martin Luther King Day, so the markets won't be open. But if you look at the weekly on the NASDAQ and the S&P, you will see that it was actually a negative week with all of the data that came in and all of the geopolitical situation that seems to happen every 5 minutes. And the market, both the NASDAQ and the Dow, and the S&P were down negative if you go out the week. I really don't pay close attention to what happens day to day, because you guys know how this goes, especially with the NASDAQ. It could be down 200 points on Monday and then up 220 points on Tuesday. So we don't panic when we have those little day-to-day moves, right? And we've just been whipsawed and the market has just been choppy. Do I still think there's a bigger pullback coming? Yes, sometimes this year. I don't know when. All we could do is guesstimate. I have a lot of cash ready, and I know some of you guys are cashed up too. And if we do have a significant pullback, we're going to be looking for opportunity, and we're not going to be crying. We're going to be strategizing. As a matter of fact, now's the time to strategize and to look at. I would take a piece of paper and write down every stock or ETF that you wish you have had or you're underweight and you need more of. And then you need to set a purchase price. And then when fear comes, because it's going to grip you too, even though you said you're going to buy, when the market does pull back, you're going to forget. Emotions will kick in and you won't buy. Some of you that are listening. And so that's why it's good to look at what you wrote down when it happens and go, I said I was going to buy. The same thing with selling. I said I was going to sell some, half, a third, or all of my shares of X stock when it got to this price. Remember, stick to your disciplines and you'll make money. Okay, if you got the right disciplines. Okay, so during all of this family stuff that I had going on, I actually spoke at Wall Street, okay? And I'm going to play some clips of some high points. I just didn't, I didn't put it out. I filmed this over a month ago, and I didn't put it out because there was, family stuff going on, and it just didn't register with me. But these guys with Melanin Money, shout out to them. They had me come and speak, and because of the weekend and everything that's coming up, I just want to show you guys some snippets from when I spoke at the Wall Street on their podcast, the Melanin Money guys. They were so gracious. And it was a really, really good interview. And I dropped a lot of gems there, and so did they. So I'm going to play some snippets here, but in your upper right-hand corner, I'm going to leave a link to the entire interview. And if you watch the entire interview on their page, be sure to leave me a good comment. For those of you that's in Money Moves, I am going to, every week, I'm going to say what days I'm going to be in, and we're going to do some live training, which will lead into some live trading as the new indicator is up. Some of you guys are already using the indicator. For those of you that want to join us, that's going to be Money Moves. Money Moves will be the top link below in the description, okay? Up until probably Monday night or Tuesday, I will be making another video here on YouTube. But until then, I want you to watch these snippets. And then at the end of the snippets, I'm going to leave a link to the full interview. If you watch the full interview, leave your boy a good positive comment and let them know that we ride thick as thieves, you and I, family. And if you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and live.
The market is top heavy, PE. So PE, price earnings, right? Traditionally, a good PE used to be, before 2020, 15. Right?
Yeah.
So the lower the number, the better value the company is. And so when you hear about this is a good valued company, it has a low PE, price to earnings, right?
Yeah.
And so now if you look at big tech, especially the Mag 7, these PEs are insane,
Ridiculous.
including some of the stock that I have, right? But that doesn't mean that you don't get in them.
Right.
What most people fail to do is realize the difference between a swing trade and an investment.
Okay.
And they overstay their welcome. So my followers know there's one stock, QUBT, we made 1,700%.
Not $1,700.
1,700%. I put $3,000 in and turned it into $45,000. Cashed out. This year.
Yeah.
You know what it was in? Quantum computing. So we were in quantum computing before they started talking about it on CNBC. So we had Rigetti, CNBC, and we had Rigetti, we had INOQ, you know, all of the QUBT, all of the quantum computing stock. I was in it last year. And I always look. The market is forward looking, as you know. So I look for where the market is going.
Right.
But those were swing trades. Then I had warrants. Not only did I have the stock, I had the warrants, which was 4xing the stock price.
Yeah.
And so we sold right at the top. Now, no one can guess the top or the bottom. I just knew that it was time to cash out.
Yeah.
And some people stayed in and they lost. One person was up 400% and held. And I told them, they have no revenue. We were paying for forward earnings, right? They had no revenue. So we went to the bank, right?
Yeah.
We took our money. Me and you took the bags and we went out.
Yep.
Carter here,
Gotta be me.
he went to the guest room where the workers, the bankers, are at, you know, where they hang out.
Yeah.
He drunk some coffee, ate a
Shoes
turkey
off.
sandwich,
Got
called the itis,
Yeah.
and fell asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then the cops came and got him. That's what a lot of people make a mistake and do. You have to take your money and go on a swing trade. But then there are long-term investments.
Right.
Rich people think, I hope I don't have to touch this money in another 30 years. Poor people think, what if I need it?
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Rich people see money as a way to build more wealth. Poor people see money as a way to pay bills.
Yep. 1,000%.
If you want to be rich, do what rich people do. If you want to stop being poor, stop doing what poor people do.
It sounds easy.
so
It
simple.
sounds so simple.
Yeah.
You know what I do here in the last 10 years? I do everything the polar opposite I've done in my entire life.
Yeah.
I do everything the polar opposite.
Yeah.
I don't consume, I create.
Yeah.
I don't think about, oh, what if I need that? I'm thinking the longer I leave it in there, compounded interest is working for me.
Yeah.
Everything I do the polar opposite.
Yeah.
Love that.
You know, I respect about you the most. And I just thought about this in real time. Since I've known you, we met back in what, 2018 at FinCon or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2018.
You've made substantial income jumps from 2018
Oh, yeah.
to 2025.
Oh, yeah.
But your lifestyle hasn't changed that
Hasn't
much.
changed. He been to the crib.
I've been to the house.
He been to the house. I'm
Still in the same
in the
house.
same house. I've been in that for 20 years.
Yeah.
I haven't, number one, I'm too busy working.
Yeah.
Number two, listen, wealthy people are not looking to show you how many Lambos they got. They're not trying to wear everything they got. I want to be in a room where I'm the poorest, and I want to be in a room where I'm the dumbest. Because now that sounds weird. That sounds weird, don't it? But if you're the smartest guy and the richest guy in the room, you will never grow. You see the muscles these guys got?
Come on, man.
Right? They had to stretch those muscles in the gym. So I'm hitting the gym too.
Yeah.
Muscles don't grow until they're stretched. So we got to stretch everything. And so I learned that principle from him. So I started researching. I said, he's right. Now, here's the difference. If you are in an LLC and you do a bonus check, tax.
Yep.
If you're in a corporation and you do a distribution, all I'm going to say is not the same. Do your research.
Yeah, it's not the same tax rate. You avoid the self-employment tax. I think
The average person between Black Friday and Christmas is going to spend $1,600. $1,600. I did the math. If you would have just based on 10 years, if you would have took that $1,600 and invested it in an S&P 500, you'd have about $8,500.
85,000.
No. It was about the 1,500 in the S&P 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you was invested $1,500 every year.
No.
Compounded.
Just that one time.
Just that one time. Right. Okay.
About 85,000.
Yep.
8,400, right? If you had invested that in the Bitcoin, you'd have $500,000 for what you're going to spend this year. So you got to think about this. This is why I keep saying despise not small beginnings. So I want you to look at and be honest with yourself and see how much money did I spend on Black Friday and how much money I'm spending on Christmas. And then I want you to look at Bitcoin. I want you to look at the S&P and say, if I just put this much into the S&P 500 every year, and had I did this for whatever your work history is, and look at the numbers, and you will be surprised. Anybody could build wealth. It takes time and patience.